I am. I'm going up right now.
Hello, hello. Turn this music down. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a messy Monday. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. Already got Grumpy J and Old and Surly. Old and Surly, my man, came by my whatnot yesterday, and my man bought a really cool stuff that got popped in the mail, by the way, today. Brick Bunnies TV, hello, hello. Checking in. Battery powered bricks, hello. It is time to get messy, absolutely. Hope everybody is having a good evening. We were discussing salmon and smoke, which must mean we're talking about Canada. So we can talk about Canada and everything. But Captain Xavier, I believe the smoke in Canada. Hello, Moto. I believe the smoke you said was closest to you. How are things in your corner of the universe?
Smoky. It also was unnecessarily warm for the first part of last week. The weather finally broke on Friday, and it has been livable. It was absolutely miserable for a while. Today, I had a whole bunch of cool stuff arrive, both for Lego and for Nerf. I had a Lego order arrive. I had stickers from the Netherlands arrive, and I had dragons from China arrive. So I'm continuing my endless army building. I have got my Wolfpack infantry put together. It's not going to focus. That's cool. I've also, thanks to some leftover parts from something else I ordered, made some heavy bull infantry because I had helmets with horns. So
I got your heavy bull entry right here.
I'll bet you do. I'll bet you do. What else have I got? I've got some more. I got the stickers. Final. No. Where's your helmet? Pull yourself together. To be able to make some more. I don't know. Some people are calling them white falcons. Some people are calling them red falcons. The heraldry is actually remarkably similar to medieval Poland. So that's a thing. And as a result of that, I did go ahead and make a winged hussar for that faction.
Your mom, the winged hussar.
My mother is indeed a winged hussar. You should be so lucky to know her.
These are too easy. I'm sorry. It's not even funny anymore. It's just like shooting fish in a barrel. So go ahead.
Those are custom prints, that torso?
Which ones?
The white falcon on the red torso.
Yeah, so these are these are made using the stickers from the Netherlands.
Okay, cool.
As were these guys, the Wolfpack. Those are custom stickers with Wolfpack and chainmail and belts and stuff.
Request is for you to say falcons again.
I got dragons in colors. Dragons did not naturally come in, so that's going to be fun. You'll see them again later. I got them in yellow and purple and brown and blue and red and gray. So I can have dragon statues. Won't that be neat? So that's what I've been up to. Heresy. Heresy is what I've been up to.
I was about to say, this is your salaciously heretical thing. Nick wants you to say falcons again.
What?
He wants you to say falcons again.
Falcons?
Right. Down the south, there's the falcons.
Falcons? Falcons? Falcons.
Falcons.
We shall call them falcons from now on. Very similar to pecan. Or is it pecan?
No. That's a pecan. Thank you very much.
A pecan and a falcon. Got it.
Go. Now you're speaking my language, literally. So that's cool stuff, man. Except we wonder about your your fake Lego building. Oh, we have some more guests. Brick Studio is here. Nathan Proudlove is here. Moto says you're chasing the dragon. There you go. Moto is with us. Nick is with us as well. Fail cans. That's right. There's some yeah, that's NFL football sports talk. We're not getting into that. So anyway, all right. So it's smoky in your neck of the woods, eh?
Yep. Who lost a hand?
I did not.
Shitty missing hand.
We'll leave him to his own devices. Hey Jeff, how are you?
I'm laughing because you kind of started saying, you know, it's smoky in your area, and then you look away and started doing something, and it was complete silence. And I'm like, were you going to go beyond that line? Anyway, I am doing well. Try not to insult Chris too much. You know, stuff. I've got a massive Bricklink order that came in today, as in someone ordered from me. It's like 1,700 parts. So that's what I'm doing tonight because I want to get it out and get it out, because I know you're probably going to make a comment about the way I said out anyhow. But yeah, over the weekend I built the Tower of London set, the Clock Tower, Big Ben, and one of the 2018 City Arctic sets, I think it was. Yeah. With the Mammoth. I purchased that at Bricks in the Six, so I built that over the weekend. Beyond that, I didn't really get down here to do any, you know, fun stuff castle-wise, but I think next week I have to start, working more on the castle, because I've got Brickmany coming up in, well, basically a month this week. So.
All right, I was going to ask, a month, is that right?
Yep. Yeah, it's like 4 weeks away.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right.
So I'm just gonna be sitting here counting parts and, you know, try not to make a mistake.
35, 67.
I was about to say, if we started, that was my joke. Doggone it. I was going to say, if we randomly start calling out letter or numbers, is that going to screw you up?
Calling out letters, go for it. That's fine.
21.
I was gonna say, Chris, it depends how you guys can count, but no.
Burr.
Only in Florida.
I think he's making fun of Georgia's educational system.
I'm just making fun in general.
Okay, you have to admit, heresy or not, that's pretty cool.
All right, hang on. Let's see.
That's blue or purple?
It matches the shields of the old Black Knights.
Oh, cool.
That is cool.
See? It's cool. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So, there you have it. Come to the dark side, children. We have multicolored dragons here.
And by the way, making fun of Georgia's education system, Matt is an employee of Georgia's education system. So,
right,
I rest my case. No, I'm just joking.
I have to clean up the mess after they graduate from high school and they show up on my doorstep. And I'm like, what? Did you not learn anything in grades 1 through 12?
No, probably not.
The folks in the Georgia education system would be very offended if they could pronounce education.
At least it's not like Nebraska, where the N in the middle of their football field stands for knowledge. So,
Is that right?
it is. It is right. It's right. Matt, you are getting ready for a trip, are you not?
Yeah. So counting down. We have after tonight, we got Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and we get up very early Thursday morning to drive the 45 minutes to the airport and then check our 2 fairly large boxes, which I packed on this weekend, put extra padding in. I'm basically wrapping the entire box with duct tape, clear duct tape, in case the corners get bashed in, nothing falls out. Hopefully when I go to pick up the box in Salt Lake, it's still in the shape of a box and not a bag held together by tape. I checked to make sure that they're within the weight parameters and the total volume parameters. They're good. So we're getting ready, and I've been doing a little scouting. I watched a couple of videos of top 10 things to do in Salt Lake because I've never been there. Got a few restaurant suggestions, if anyone in the chat has any suggestions on great places to eat in Salt Lake City, I'd be interested in knowing about that. I'm going to do a little driving. So when the convention ends on Sunday, I'm staying an extra day because flying east from the west, it's either the only available flights were late at night, and basically they get in at 4 and 5 a.m. And at my age, I don't do well on 5 hours of sleep. So if I'm going to try to get by on 5 hours of sleep, I'm going to be worthless trying to teach that day. So I went ahead and I'm flying out Monday morning. I'm going to have a normal night's rest. And that means I'm going to drive up to Idaho, and we're going to drop number of states Matt has not visited from 5 to 4. So we will cross up Idaho and might visit an old graduate school friend of mine. He lives in the town where they filmed the movie Napoleon Dynamite, Preston, Idaho. It's where he grew up. And sent him a little message on Facebook Messenger, and I said, hey, I know you got kids. If you want to come down to the Lego show in Salt Lake, I will be there. And I said, if you're not coming down, I might be passing through your town of Preston. He can drive me around and give me the Napoleon Dynamite tour if he wants to. I'm a huge fan. I watch that movie probably once a year. I think it's funny.
Once a year? That's not enough.
Well, we have to work in classics. We went and watched Jurassic Park this weekend, and then Thomas said last night, as I was done with work, I said, he's like, well, I'm going to put in Jurassic Park 2. And I'm like, okay, man, that movie is not good. I mean, it's just not, it's not well written. They have Julianne Moore, she's a great actress, and she's supposed to be this really smart person who does incredibly dumb things one after the other. I think Jurassic Park 3 is a better sequel because at least there, the people doing dumb stuff are like dumb tourists who accidentally end up getting stranded on the island. Here you have like someone who's supposed to be like a biologist who's like, no, I will pet the baby dinosaur. Nothing bad's going to happen to me. I'm like, what? Like, that's just bad writing. Like, don't have the, animal expert doing dumb stuff. So anyways, I got off track there. So the other thing that happened Lego related since we last met is we got new parts on our wall. So here in town. So I got lavender masonry. Ooh. And more lammas bread. I mean, more lavender. This time in the tree leaf parts. And we got some more of the curvy brown windows, the quarter curve windows. And, some of these like slanty things and some trans blue opalescent radar dishes. So grab some parts off the wall. Interestingly, I'm standing there on the wall on Friday, and I just dropped the radar dishes. I don't know where they went, but anyways. Oh, no. I'm standing there in the wall, and when I get there, there's a gentleman already in there. He's filling up 4 cups, and so I just start chatting with him. I'm like, "Oh, where are you from?" And he says Germany, which that's not the answer you hear all the time when you're in the Lego store. Turns out he's a U.S. Military personnel overseas, and he's been stationed in England and Germany, and he travels a lot to U.S. bases, U.S. facilities in Africa. So he's got a ton of frequent flyer miles, and he always tries to hit the wall in any Lego store when he's traveling. And so he had made a point to stop in Atlanta to hit the Pickerick wall. So that was kind of cool to see an AFOL who literally travels the world and and has all this stuff. And it's one thing that's about the Lego community is you go to conventions or you're hanging out on the Pickerick wall, and you just can bump into some fascinating people who share the interest in doing stuff with the brick. So it's kind of a cool little thing to bump into somebody who's been all over the place. So interesting to me, he was saying that he can get Lego sets at a better price than US dollars when they're being clearanced out in Europe. So he said, and I said, well, that's funny because I see on forums people complaining about the prices in British pounds and euros. And he says, yeah, when they come out, if you go buy it the first week, it's cheaper to buy in dollars than it is to buy in euros. But he said there's a lot of stores in European markets that just mark things down a lot when it's near the end of the life cycle. And he said, if you're patient, you can actually get a lot of sets for a better price, but you have to be patient. And, people really want something. They don't want to wait. Like people who decide that they just absolutely have to have the latest Dream set right when it comes out. I don't know who these people are who can't wait for things. But,
Although you went to get it at a discount store at Costco, yeah.
That was the Costco. I got it 25% off. I actually bought 2 of them thinking I would open them both for parts, but having built the first one, it's not that great for parts. I think I'll take it back. I'd rather spend the money on the online pick a brick store on Shop Lego than spend $60 on a second copy of the set. So
there you go.
Yep. The other thing that I got was the little poly bag with purchase, where you get to build the kind of little spidery guy, which kind of looks very Halloween-y. And you get, what's this guy called? The blurp or bloop or whatever, the green.
You said weenie. That is Z-Blob.
Z-Blob. I got a little Z-Blobby. And the other thing I picked up was the animal set that's posed as a city set. But I got the mama seal and the little baby seal. It's so cute. Look at the little baby seal. Oh my goodness. It's adorable. Speaking of adorables, I think this will be my last thing. So we adopted these 2 kittens. Hello, Intense. We adopted these kittens a couple months ago, about 2 months ago. Today, they got their first live kill. A poor salamander somehow got in the house, and they killed it. And then they proceeded to play with the carcass for the next 30 minutes. And it was like incredibly fun, even when it was dead, apparently. And Thomas was like, can we throw that in the trash? I'm like, it's their trophy, let them have a little bit of fun with it. Come on, they had to work hard. They're trying to develop their kitten murder skills. So after he let him play with it for like 5 more minutes, he goes in the kitchen and he turns on the automatic feeder. So the little dry food pellets go ding, ding, ding. And they're like, squirrel, food. And then he scrapes up the dead salamander, tosses it in the trash. He's like, I don't want that thing rotting in the corner after they forget about it.
Oh, that's
all right,
hilarious.
That's the messy in my house.
It is. It is the circle of life.
Sir.
Is that true? Is it Z-Blob in Canada instead of Z-Blob? No. Okay.
No, just because we say we don't wait. Okay, yeah, I guess we do say Z. Sorry, I was gonna say just because we say Z for our alphabet doesn't mean that we use Z everywhere. If something's introduced, if something's introduced to us as Z-Blob, then that's how we would say it.
So if you're watching Pulp Fiction in Canada, do they dub it in to say Zed's dead, man? Zed's dead.
Sure, Matt. For you, yes, they do that.
Nobody got that. Never mind.
Yeah.
And I killed it.
Sorry, I dumped out a bag. Well, it was always, I can remember when I have friends who like Rush, and you could tell how hardcore Rush that they would start calling it YYZ instead of YYZ and all that kind of thing, and I'm like, just call it YYZ. We don't live up there. It's okay. We can use the Z and, that kind of thing. So, okay. I'm sorting parts, and I just dumped out a bag of parts. It was just in a sorted into a bag, and I poured out the very miscellaneous parts, which I hate to sort because I've got a motor and I've got a column and I've got a rock and I've got a zip cord pull from something in the 90s. I do not want to sort this. This may go back in the bag. Oh no, what happened? Did all y'all disappear? Oh, there you go. I hit a button and all your screens disappeared on my screen. That was kind of cool. All right, sorry.
You say so.
Yeah, okay. It's YYZ. I get it. But I'm still going to call it YYZ. I'm sorry. Mr. Sandlin, how are you this evening? How are you? Good to see you. Hello.
I'm working on Crabulons, so I've got legs.
Ooh. It's good and scuttly.
So yeah, I was sort of blocking in where the eyeball windows might be, and kind of like I was trying to figure out, maybe trying to plate build some of the edges of it.
Nice.
Purely developmental stages right now of that, but yeah, doing some Crabulons.
I'm a big fan of the very mechanical, menacing chompers that you have there. Those are super.
Crabulons enjoy taking our crabs for a walk.
I don't want to start this. All right. How is Small Paul? Has his school begun and all those things?
Oh, he's okay. He's having the sort of rocky start to his year with where they do all of the aptitude testing to see what you forgot over the summer, and he's not good at tests anyway. So he's one of those kids that like he'll know the material and get a A or a B in the class, but then he'll take the test and get a D. So
Got it.
it's always a struggle for him.
Test anxiety.
Yeah.
Humans do not know that we walk among you.
You look tall for a Crabulon.
You.
Yeah, that's all I got. I'm just working on Crabulons over here.
Good deal. All right. So here's some more of my adventures in this bin. I just found a strip of tank treads. Very nice. I found a spinner from Ninjago. Yeah. I have multiple different colored wings of things. And a quarter. Oh, look, I found a quarter. Oh, sweet.
You're rich.
I'm rich. I can get my cart at Aldi now. Oh, cool. I don't remember a piece of black fencing. Do y'all remember a piece of black fencing and where it would have come from?
They're rare.
Are they?
Yeah, I remember it. Couldn't tell you what it comes
I
from.
think the white fencing is much more common. I think I have like one piece of that black.
Oh, cool. I found there's a light, a Lego actual light product. So basically every part in here goes in one separate drawer. Oh, I found some Ninja Turtle nunchucks that are non-Lego. So anyway. This is interesting. All right. So has anybody tried to use the new what's this? All right, I need a train guy. What is this?
It's a pole reverser, a polarity reverse switch.
It sounds like a Star Trek thing. We have to reverse the polarity to escape the black hole.
It's missing its switch though. I mean, it's missing the thing in there though.
No, you put like a piece of Technic in, and it goes back and forth. You go.
Yeah.
You plug it in and put your tongue in that spot.
Seriously, you've never seen those?
He's not a train guy.
I'm not trying to judge. I'm just asking. Like,
Judge
I'm
away.
judging.
I thought those were fairly common in a lot of sets. Like, or at least like light and well, maybe not light and sound. I guess they were more in Technic and stuff. But I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, I thought there was a yellow switch piece that would go in there.
There is, but it's just a Technic piece that you put in. So
Yeah. Well, I think I had one train set in my entire life. So
well, and that didn't come in trains either. That was more.
what are you doing to me?
It was more Technic.
Do you
I mean,
even
I know-
like it?
Sometimes.
Do you even like it?
I think it came in the Lego Space Shuttle, the old Technic one, the white one. That's a dumb thing to say. They were all white. The one from like the late '80s, early '90s.
Oh, the big Technic open
Yeah.
frame looks like the bones.
Yeah, because
of
it
a-
had 4 different controls on it, I think, and I believe it was controlled by those.
I think when I moved to Rome, Georgia, 2000, I walked into their Kmart, and they had the Technic shuttles there, but it was a Technic set from the early 90s, mid 90s that was mostly yellow, long, the 16 whatever beams, and you could make a robot or whatever. It was that kit, and it was marked down to almost nothing. And I bought it. I got a ton of Technic out of that, but I don't think that was in there. I never built anything in it. It was just parts. So,
I'll look it up.
Yep. Okay, cool. If it's worth money, I'll sell it. Anybody want it? I don't want it. I'll make a nice Greeble, I guess.
So I know Intense is in the chat. So he's my Lego. Oh boy, he's my Delta Airlines connection. So, Mr. Intense, do you have any suggestions? Should I wrap the 2 cardboard boxes I'm checking in luggage? Should I wrap them in duct tape, or do I need to slip a 20 to the gate agent? What do I need to do to make sure that my make it less likely my boxes get crushed?
Use hard shell cases.
Yeah, well, that's adds like another $100, $200. Red light post. Ooh, that's not common. I don't have a single one of those. You want to trade a windshield for that?
Sure. I don't know. Is it? I don't know.
I don't have one. So, and as much city stuff as I bought.
Oh, look, I've got 2 doors. 2 of the medieval doors.
Or Poseidon doors if you're under.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, I threw a link in private chat for that pole, the reverse, the switch. Sorry,
Reverse polarity.
Yeah,
Jordy's going to reverse the train.
It came in one of the city tow trucks years ago too, the Light and Sound tow truck.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
Huh.
Reinforce the corner of your boxes with tubes. Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, throw a little powder on there. That'll do.
What if I write fragile in really large letters? That guarantees that they just toss it, right? Write fragile in big letters on
Yeah.
it.
You might
Ask
as
Mr.
well
Sandlin.
stomp him.
Ooh. Look, it's
I've done a thing.
old gray door. Oh, hey, by the way, you should take those. I was meant to say, somebody mentioned it before. You get the blue dragon and put those orange wings on it, and you got an ice planet dragon, which would be super cool.
It's true. So you've got the Fright Night witch on her black dragon, and now I have a purple witch on a purple dragon. I have an orc witch on a brown dragon. Any idea what I should do with a yellow dragon? What color wings should it have, and who should be riding it? Was there any faction with yellow dragons?
It needs
It's
orange
obviously-
wing.
You should make it
Orange
look like
wings?
the original Yellow Castle.
Oh, there you go. Classic faction. Yeah.
Yeah. And any of you do
The
holiday
red
mocks for your house. I have a Christmas village that I haven't put out in a few years, and it's getting to be in tatters. I've got a few of the first Christmas village things. Any of you guys do holiday stuff, Lego stuff, displays in your house?
I do.
I do a Christmas one that I never remember to take down.
I might offer you a trade then, because I don't have a couple of the early Christmas Village sets, but I have almost all the middle and later ones. If you don't want yours.
Oh, hey, I gotta. Hey, Intense, whoever's watching, look what I just found.
Gray shades.
Gray shades and a brown door frame. Look at that. Anyway.
We lost Matt. That
Matt
red
left.
lamppost was in one Fabuland set and one of the Harry Potter trains, the first Harry Potter train set.
Oh,
So I originally thought it was like pre-production, but obviously not.
is it worth anything?
Oh, dude. I feel like you're a dealer now.
I am.
Price guide. Red.
6 base flutes.
$6.08 a piece. Canadian, 608 a piece.
Oh,
So
it's like
that's
60 cents
five.
here. Oh, it's
$5-ish bucks American, I'm guessing.
new is $4.50. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But that's not
I mean-
new, so that's a good point.
Yeah. Well, it might as well be. I mean, it's pretty darn shiny. So
Shiny.
it's never been used. It's been in a bag. So how about a gray door? I got a gray, one of the old school gray doors.
Isn't that from the Wild West sets?
Could be. Yeah.
Because that's where that shutter's from too.
Oh, okay. I got some green shutters. Oh, I've got a light bright pen. I haven't had a light bright in like I don't know. Trash can.
I hope that went in the trash can and now isn't on the floor that you'll stab yourself later.
It actually did. I actually rang it. So that was
Wow.
a score.
Can you put me on full screen for a minute?
Golly, why?
So I was going through some stuff on a shelf, and I came across some of the Lego posters that I hadn't gotten around to hanging, but one of them was
Oh.
when Rebel came out.
That's awesome.
So that's kind of fun. And I'm good.
Was that Saw Gerrera on there?
No.
That Saw Gerrera is the largest character on there.
Oh,
No.
yes.
Oh, is it?
I'm
Yeah,
the
okay.
younger version of him, yes. And then another one that I came across was this one, which this was an in-store giveaway. And that's my head. That's what I consider to be my head. It's got the glasses and the beard. And so the Lego people are making a outdoor. So this one needs to go up on the wall as well. And then another one that I have, this was at my work office for a long time. I moved, and so it came down. But when The Hobbit came out, the Lego Hobbit poster,
Oh wow!
and this one also was somewhat when the Snowspeeder set came out.
Oh, that's really cool.
So there's a couple of stuff I brought into the Lego room because they were in the guest bedroom. One of the many items covering the guest bed, preventing Mr. Van Winden from getting a rest when he comes to visit in February. So the posters need to go up on the wall so Jeff will have a bed to sleep on. So on my list of things to do before February.
I'll sleep on the posters and raise the value. How about that?
Oh, look. Here's the shape of some shoulders and a head. Wonder what happened here.
Oh look, that's a sale. Is this from Extreme Team? Maybe. I don't know.
That's
Yeah, it could be.
almost certainly a friend beach set.
Really?
Oh, it's got a copyright on it. It is from 2011.
Or
What's the part number? It's probably on there too.
It is
Or it's
not printed on the sale.
Or it's the city set, the city pack that had Day at the Beach, and it had all beach related minifigs in it. That's the other set that it's likely.
Yeah, but that was way too early for that one. Those packs were like late 20s, late 2010s.
Late 2010s.
So long
Yeah,
ago.
like 2016, 2017, somewhere in there.
There it is.
Yeah, I have done it.
It is worth $1. It is part number 93383.
You're rich.
Whole $1.
You can almost buy a Coke. Almost.
Came with the Marina, which I certainly did not have. Came with a rescue helicopter. That was a Jake set back in the day. Yep.
There you go.
What was that? $1 what?
He's got the Ice Planet Dragon. Full screen the
let me
man. Sheesh, people.
Yeah. Nice. The skis. That's hilarious.
Those skis are awesome.
That guy has a song.
I think that needs to stay. That just needs to be a thing.
I might have to order another one to fill in some with you. That's pretty awesome.
That's hilarious. Oh, he needs some like ice breath or something coming out of his mouth. That would be hilarious.
Oh yeah. I've got blue fire.
You know, I have a couple of those giant skis, and I've always wondered what I could use them for. But you have answered that question.
A skiing dragon.
Skiing dragon, absolutely. And I'm also wondering if I couldn't make a skiing like elephant now. That would be kind of fun.
Action-packed TV as he left. Oh,
Oh come on!
There's a Technic panel. This is the most random and a bulldozer in the part of a pin that's going in trash. Made it.
So are these like table scrap bins or?
There we go.
Yeah, this is. I had a friend that said, "Hey, I'll do some like sorting." Yeah, he sorted me some slopes and some plates and stuff. He just had nothing to do, older, whatever. And so apparently I went in there and grabbed one of the bags he had sorted. I couldn't see in the Walmart bag, dumped it out. And this is the scrapple pile. It's got a Technic chair in it. It's got the front of a Cars car in it, the pink one. It's got a Jack Stone engine in black and random hoses. And I'm just going to scrape this back in the back.
You got it wrong. It's random hosers. Come on.
Beauty.
Yeah. Okay.
Beauty A.
So
These are all the things he went out. I mean, it's got a Technic piston thing in, which I have a bunch of these. They're good Rebuilds. So many ladders.
we started talking about the Lego Insider stuff and then got totally sidetracked.
Yeah, that's true. Did anybody try it today? Did it do? I mean, this morning it wasn't changed, and then I went back this afternoon and it had changed for me. So
I scanned one instruction and got 20 points.
Ooh.
But what now?
yes,
You can scan any instructions that are after 2018-ish that have the barcode on the front, the QR code, and you can get bonus VIP points for them or insider points.
nice.
But there's also a treasure hunt thing where you've got to go to a URL that's on that based on a QR code. You go to a URL and you're supposed to take a picture of a Lego brick with your camera, or you're supposed to it's supposed to scan a Lego brick with your camera on your phone. And if you do, you get entered into a prize to win like 1 million VIP points or something like that. But it's very finicky, the app. If you have any light shining on it's supposed to use basic brick, like 2x4s and stuff. And anytime you do, like I tried like 7 or 8 times and it worked once for me. So I don't know if it's a 1 per day type thing or if it's just the system's getting overrun or something. I don't know.
Oh, who would have predicted that Lego's online technology was going to bark today? Hey, Pink Wheels. Yeah, I think I saw Nick post on one of the boards that it had already hosed up for him. Is that right? I think I saw him post that today on Bricks and Beer.
That's probably because Nick's called customer service and been such a problem child that they put a special note in. Make sure to gum this to Nick on the first day.
Oh no, it's Nick. Oh look, there's a gurney. So random. I don't want to sort this one right.
But yeah, at some point this week, I'm going to basically go through all my instructions and just scan them all. It is annoying though, because you have to scan it scan the QR code on the instruction, and if you don't have the Lego Builder app installed in your phone, you've got to, from what I remember, I have it installed, but it pulls up an option where you can, redeem the points from it, or go to the building instructions. So it's a bit of a slow process just to get through that, because the code is used now for 2 different things.
So I do want to say that I want to thank Lego for rewarding all of my procrastination, as I have thrown all of my instruction booklets into a box and thought, I'll organize these later. They're very conveniently collected in one place.
There you go.
For me to go scan.
Uh-oh. So I went and grabbed a different bag, and this doesn't look good because this is the first part I pulled out of it. The trans orange hose from
Mars.
Mission. Oh, this is.
How does that not look good?
Oh, there's a barrel, a big barrel. This is wheels and round things. Oh, on a random castle wall.
Apparently, someone told Chris it was show and tell tonight.
It is. I'm just entertained by a purple barrel. Would anybody like a pink purple barrel?
I just want to point out that Pink Wheel said Lego servers are most likely cooled by $20 Walmart table fans.
Yes. Yeah. Nobody's surprised. Lego Shocker. Yeah. Nobody's surprised that this is. I don't know if it's going down. Stretchers. Yeah. Okay. Stretchers. That's fine. Oh, there you go. Now, new Hashima use. You want it? I don't want it. You can have it. Oh no.
There's a lot of crinkle noise going on right now.
That's me. Sorry, I'll mute.
It could be me.
I can tell Mark's busy because he didn't figure out who it was and muted them already.
I figured out who it was. Jeff was like offering information to Chris along the way, so I was
You were willing to pay the price.
tolerating the extra noise.
Look, here's a yellow bucket. Anybody want a yellow bucket?
Isn't that a thimble for your sewing projects?
Yes, it is.
Thimble full of Lego makes the medicine go down.
Oh, is this a McDonald's toy? Look at this base. This is car base. I don't think it's Lego.
Does it say Lego on the top of the studs?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It's obviously worth millions. You should save it.
It should be. Yeah, hang on. That's a date. Made for McDonald's under license, China, TWB, China. Looking for a year. 2009. Wow. That's definitely a Jake Happy Meal.
How old would he have been at that point? I don't know what year he was born.
He would have been 4. So
Yeah, that's a Happy Meal age.
that's a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
That's when feeding Jake at the restaurant was cheap. Now
Yeah.
he moves beyond that 10 and under. And when he got to be 10, he's like, he didn't want a kid's meal anymore because that was not cool.
I once went to a talk from 2 people who had hiked the entire Appalachian Trail, and they were sharing, things to think about if you're considering it, and yada yada yada. And at one point, one of the guys, I'm past my sleeping on the ground phase, so it's not going to happen at this point in my life. One of the gentlemen said he asked his mother to keep an eye on his bank account just to make sure nobody, did anything. He got, packed or whatever. And so he calls his mom to check in. At one point, he hikes into town or catches a ride. His mom says, "Did you really spend $50 at McDonald's?" And he said, "Yes, and I ate all of it. It wasn't for anybody else. I ate $50 worth of McDonald's." And he was saying that once you get halfway through the Appalachian Trail, your body has burned off a lot of excess fat. Yeah, $50 for a 4-year-old. And he said, you burn off a lot of fat on your body frame. And he said, you actually will crave fats. And he's like, you can go to McDonald's and eat $50 worth of junk food and go out and burn it all off in 4 days. He's like, and I was skinny then.
Well, except for the burning it all off part, I can handle that. Look, I'm just going to say it right now. I love a fillet of fish from McDonald's and chicken nuggets. Those are top tier foods for me. If I'm sick, it's a food memory from when I was a kid. If I'm sick and you get me a fillet of fish, I will instantly feel a little bit better because I always got a fillet of fish when we went to the doctor in Augusta because that's the only time we went to McDonald's.
That's a strange association there.
It is. It's just comfort food kind of thing. But I love a fillet of fish.
Interesting. I was never a big fish kid. Like when we had the fish sticks on Friday for the Catholic kids in Michigan, I would always be all about the tartar sauce. Like if I layered it with enough tartar sauce, I could gag down the fish, But basically mayonnaise with a little extra pickle thrown in or something. I don't know what went in that tartar sauce, but it was glorified mayonnaise basically.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, chicken nugget. I love some chicken McNuggets. Yeah, so my son went to his hanging out with his friends, his group at church or whatever Wednesday, and they got chicken nuggets, and all the older kids were like all about it. The younger kids didn't want chicken nuggets, so he brought back home a pan of like 20 nuggets or whatever, and there was like Loki sweet and sour sauce or something like that, branded for the movie because apparently there's a tie-in. I don't think it was different than regular sweet and sour, but we were tearing those things up, man. They did not last but a minute. There was actually arguing between dad and son on like how many of you had, and what's fair and everything. So that happens when they get older. start eating all your food, taking all your money. All right, and I don't want to sort these either.
I got some more stuff to show off.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm sure you're familiar with these, the Black Falcon blue and yellow options.
Nice.
Now, they come in larger sizes.
Ooh, those are nice.
Ooh, neat.
Someone has a split personality there.
So, that's fun. Stickers are neat. Especially when you can buy blank shields in bulk.
So these
Cool.
are those Chinese shields.
What?
Are those shields the Chinese knockoff?
Some of them are. Some of them the Lego has blank gray shields as well.
Okay.
Where are they? They're around here somewhere. But,
So, speaking of Chinese knockoff, I'm a member of one of the AFOL's a Facebook page, and one of the recurring irritants for me are all the people who go on the AFOL's of Facebook and then talk about how much they love the knockoff brand.
Ugh.
And this week I was reading this thread, and this person was going on about like they were having trouble with this one part, and they bought the knockoff version of it instead of the Lego version, and they were asking if other people had a problem at this particular point of assembly. And somebody comes on and complains about how like the Temu Chinese knockoffs are better than almost any Lego I've ever bought, and I screenshotted it, and I said, and I always find it interesting how on a forum that's supposed to be about our shared love of Lego, there are people who can come on and just trash the product that the knockoff companies are copying in the first place. Just I don't know. I just don't get people who like that, but.
Oh, that reminds me of the back in the days of ClassicSpace.com when we argued over whether we would let clone brands in and trying to be jovial about it and trying to take it serious, and it was not a good time. It just wasn't a good time.
What happened? Was there knockdown, drag out fights?
Yep, pretty much. Yeah. We created it was back in the bulletin board forum days. I know VW Bricks remembers and everything, and there's a really talented builder, and he used all sorts of cutting and taping and techniques to make some very interesting things. He's very good at color and all this kind of stuff, and we wanted to be honoring the product, so we created since it was a space thing site, we created the Mutant Horde, and then that was taken as offensive, and there was a lot of arguing over that and everything, and it's like we didn't want to police everything, but anyway. It was near the end of all the things when it came to all that, so it was unfortunate. Unfortunately for him, he died in a car accident. Is that right? Remember what happened to Nin?
That's why you should only use real Lego.
Sorry, I'm maybe I'm thinking of Nanan, because there's two people, right?
Yeah, it was.
Because Nanan was in Chicago, so I'm assuming it wasn't him.
No, Nanan. That's
yeah. I remember
Nin.
I remember someone passing back then. And
yeah, NNEN. Yeah. And here's a Brothers Brick article about it. He was an interesting fellow, and he was nice enough in private conversations and stuff. But he was a neat guy. I mean, he was extremely talented, but there was no limit to how he would edit the product. I'm gonna put the article in Brothers Brick from 2010 about him. He died in a car accident or whatever, but his stuff was really, really creative and well done. But yeah, he was an interesting character. I believe he was up in the Pacific Northwest. Nate Nelson was his name. And why am I getting a privacy update from Brothers Brick? I hate this. Do you want our cookies? But anyway, he inspired a lot, and he was really cool. A lot of our friends, wrote about him, Nathan Proudlove and stuff like that. And he inspired, but it was also very unpure, and so we were trying to figure all that out. So do your hobby your way, I guess, and everything. But That's cool.
As soon as I
But
looked
yeah,
at the article and saw, oh, sorry.
I'm
As
sorry.
soon
What?
as I looked at the article and saw the Technic rubber band holder, and I'm like, oh yeah, 100% remember
Yeah.
who you're talking about now.
Neat guy. He was inspiring, and it was his way of building and stuff. But it was also like, okay, well, these are non-standard techniques. You know, you have a load-bearing sticker right there, kind of thing. You know, let's
A load-bearing sticker.
yes. So just be honest about it and everything, and then move on, kind of thing. So
That sounds hazardous.
that's actually a reference to one of my favorite lines in The Simpsons. When Ned Flanders' house is destroyed and the whole town comes together to rebuild him a house.
Yeah.
And they do a really crappy job, and he's walking through his house and he's all freaking out, but diddly, and he looks and there's a poster, and Moe's like, yeah, don't tear down that poster. That's a load-bearing poster. And it cracks me up every time. That's the best. All right. Hey, Friday Night Bricks, what's up? What's going on? Anyway, so yeah, that's a cool article. If you guys want to go read that article about him and see his Flickr is really cool. So I have a lot of paint thread. You guys are so deathly quiet.
Well, I'm muted because I'm making noise.
Don't make noise. We're not making. The FCC is going to shut us down for dead air. What are you talking about?
So, VW, I just want you to know that I took a break from working. I worked all weekend because I'm going to be gone on Thursday. And I actually plotted out the counties I would travel to go to Bricks in the Six. And I was looking at the calendar and trying to guesstimate when Bricks in the Six 2024 will be out. So if you hear, if the weekend is weekend date for 2024 is shared, if you
I'll let you know.
Relay that to me, I will pop it in my phone calendar.
Yep.
Minifee Collector, that is correct. Mark Stafford added his name to one of the stickers in that. Yes, that is correct.
So as many of you know, I'm obsessed with collecting hats as well as Lego, and the Kickstarter type forum that I follow has a hat that is appropriate for Mark Sandlin and his interest in crabs. It's the corn crab. It's the what if a crab inherited a piece of corn candy? So Krabby Corn is this is a possible hat. So the Crabulons would need this kind of hat if they wore hats, but I don't think they do. Krabby Corn. Yeah,
Anybody like a lime green girder?
I've got a bunch. I've got several of the green ones. I'm really interested. I'll trade you for that red lamppost. I'm thinking the lamppost. I'm trying to think of what set that came in. Was that like in the Red Baron set?
It was in a Harry Potter train set, one of the very first ones, and it was in the Bobby Land set. So
interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. I probably got it in the Harry Potter, I'm sure. Olden Surly asked the question: color by sort or color by part type?
Color.
Yes.
I'm a part type.
Color.
Both.
I sort by both.
There's only one right way to do it: color, then shade.
Well, in fact, Mark and I sort pretty similarly by part. Then these two guys over there are part and color.
And Dana.
And Dana, that's right. And you are color, is that right?
Color, then shape. Yep.
Color and shape. Okay.
Here, I'll show you.
For me, it's there are some, like, I don't sort every part by color.
Ooh, look at that. Ooh, so pretty.
For me, I don't sort every part by color. I mean, I have a bin of plants and like some of the more, off categories that I don't use a lot of. Like all the vehicle parts are all in one or two bins, but they're all the same colors, or all the colors are in, like all the steering wheels are in the same bag is what I'm trying to say, and things like that. So I don't do those by color.
There
Now,
you go.
I will-
Building the Magic has it right.
Yeah. So I will say now that rare colors are coming a thing, I am starting to do rare colors by color or new colors by color until I get enough of them to sort them out. So I don't have to go fish them out. But I'm pretty much color. What I got sorted is sorted by part. I do have some that are if I have a lot, I have them sorted by monochrome and colorful. So like clips and stuff like that.
So Minifig Collector shared rumor, piece of news that with the new Marvel minifigs not coming in the squeezably soft bags, but in the boxes, that there's the potential for people to open the box, take the minifig out, and then seal the box back up, which is why you should all protest and not buy this series to make Lego suffer. I am personally boycotting this series because I miss the feeling up the bags, because, you know, us adult males have to have something to touch and give us pleasure. But
Wait a minute. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds. I was not ready. I was not. Okay, we're back.
Honestly, I don't think anybody was ready for that. I'm just saying.
I'm also boycotting because I just don't find the characters very interesting personally. but also I hate going to the square boxes. I mean, to me, part of the fun was standing there chit-chatting in the store with either store employees or other nerds that were looking for particular characters. And now you're stuck buying the whole series. And I don't know. It's just, I don't like it. I mean, it does cut down on the communicable disease portion of feeling the bag that somebody coughed or sneezed on earlier. But you know, that's part of the fun, is seeing what communicable diseases you can pick up.
Right now, our friend Gil he feels that there's tons of inappropriate comments and jokes that he is supposed to be making, and he's not, and he's twitching at the moment. So
CMF transmitted diseases? Is that what we're talking about?
Moto says bag feelers should eat Cheetos before feeling it, just so that the rest of us knows how tasty those bags are.
I wonder if there are people, because they've produced all the weights. Is anybody actually going to go and take a super accurate scale and do it?
I've considered it.
It would be fun.
I have a scale that's accurate enough.
It would be fun just to see jaws drop.
Yeah.
I'm big talk right now, but when the space line comes out, I'm getting a stupid scale. So, if they're good figures.
If baseline is actually space and not city space, you and I probably will just go in on buying whatever the bulk size is and divvying them up.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
The other thing is, if you buy figures about 6 months after they come out off of Bricklink, you can get them for about the same price, and you could get exactly the figure you want for the same price that you'll pay for in store. It's remarkable to me how little markup there is if you buy them in the first 6 months after they come out.
But Cheeto dust is more of an option at that point.
I feel there aren't enough orange figures in Castle, so this is a thing now.
Wow, that bowl haircut.
Yeah.
That's the Ron Weasley cut.
I'm getting in that strong late 60s, early 70s.
I got a whole sheet of peasants in different colors.
Ooh, look at the bodices.
Some of them I don't get. Like they've got the black on black and it just disappeared. Surely they should have made the people gray, but
you're just
colorblind. Blue
colorblind.
on blue and red on red.
You're just colorblind. That's actually dark blue and black. You just can't see it.
No, the dark blue is down here.
I'm just teasing you.
And then that's blue. And then that's
Where's
green up
the
top.
green?
You're colorblind.
There's no green. There's no
green.
green.
Green already exists.
Well, I'm just saying.
All right, hey, check this out. Check this out. Look at all these torsos stickers.
Ooh, I've been eyeing those.
Your eyes are up there. Stop looking at the torsos.
No, I made my choice.
On tour.
Oh, beautiful.
I love this one. It says it's Blacktron since '87. I love that. So, cool robots here. Those are kind of neat.
Yeah. Which that one's from? Sticky. What's that? Sticky.
Sticky Bricket.
Sticky Bricket.
Sticky Bricket. Hang on, I got some more of their stuff. I ordered a pack of theirs. Since we're just talking about random things. Oh, look! I drew a Bill Watterson tree. Look right up there. See. Anyway. Blacktron torsos. Where'd it go? Oh, I got this from these control panels are really cool stickers.
Those are cool.
Those are cool.
Have them in white and blue. These were also very cool stickers.
Ooh.
What did our Blacktron ones do? I even make my own stickers. Thank you very much. So I have my own stickers ready to go.
What?
Yep. Do y'all remember the soccer line when all the soccer people stickers and?
I have some of the stickers.
Yeah. I tear those stickers off when I find it.
I miss Exoforce stickers though. They were the best stickers. By the way, does anybody need these? I've got some sales from the. Do you need these?
Ooh, those
Captain
are cool.
Xavier? Are these something you would be interested in?
No, I already have a set that I'm not using.
I would be interested. I would trade you some windscreens for those.
Okay.
Nothing like having giant salamanders on a sailing vessel.
Oh, here they are. Here's some more Blacktron stickers. These are cool.
Now Matt's just trying to tempt his cats with salamanders.
That's
sales.
Right.
They're going to be attacking my Lego now.
That's right. Oh, these are cool. The big Blacktron. This is awesome. It's a big sticker.
That's kind of.
Yeah, I've got all this to go in. It says free helmet on it, which is kind of awesome. But these are really well done. Classic Space. I don't have any Classic Space torso stickers. But yeah, these are cool. I got this when I built my Blacktron tower, and I was going to use them on it, but I just never got to it. But these are really cool.
Space lettering. Ooh,
yeah,
lettering
very
from the
spacey lettering.
Future
Spacey
letter.
Anyway, so I have this is my sticker folder, which things fall out of. But
Now that we're living in the 2020s, shouldn't we have like really cool lettering on all of our buildings, like I was promised?
yeah, everything should look like Tomorrowland about 1982. That's what everything
Right?
should look like.
Shouldn't we have space lettering on all our buses and stuff?
Yes. Like, I like going into Tomorrowland at Disney World, which is the future that never was, kind of the retro future. I love it, but I really miss the 70s retro space or 70s space with the look like the headquarters for Airwolf, the company with the smooth rounded buildings and the dark windows and the all that kind of 60s, 70s concept art space. I miss that big time. I loved it. So loved it. That was my jam.
So Olden Surly says the local police will wonder about all the gray-haired weirdos running around with pocket scales at their Lego store.
Yeah, before we were just fondling bags in public. Now we're carrying suspicious thick scales around.
And people will start having bumper stickers that says micrograms matter.
Let's see. There was a question about whether female. No, that set does not have female Blacktrons, and that's a missed opportunity there. Yeah,
Plus,
great products. I can't remember the guy. Olden Circle, if you can remember the guy's name that does those stickers, pop them on there. Yeah, really good. I think he's one of the guys I got these stickers from is from Australia, so you pay a bit of shipping for them to get here.
Yes, I've ordered stuff from the guy in Australia too. I'm actually waiting for some 3D printed parts to be able to use them because I got the stickers that go on the breastplates or the tabards or whatever you want to call them from the classic castle era.
Uh-huh.
But those that part is like $20 a piece on Bricklink or someone ridiculous. But I know someone with an SLA printer, so he just printed me 100 of each of them. Unfortunately, he hasn't gotten the parts to me, but I have the stickers, so I can put tabards for both Black Falcons, Lion Knights, and Classic. I just need the tabards, which are trapped in Astoria.
All right. Rick Jedi, hello, welcome. Oh, that's a good question, Minifig Collector. What figures would you want in the CMF series? I mean, here's one thing that I want just to drive us all crazy.
We don't have an hour.
I want there to be one bag in every case, or one or two or three, that is a question mark bag that has a random color of a classic space figure. So you can then pick up magenta ones or light bright yellow or something fun like that. I think that would be fun. It would be aggravating as all get out, and those prices.
Dana would go crazy.
Yeah. But I would love to see an updated Futron, an updated Spyrius, all the classic, an updated Ice Planet guy with fur and all that kind of stuff. That would be great. Well, they should do the Ice Lady, Dr. Fahrenheit, whatever her name was.
M-Tron, Blacktron, Space Police 1, Space Police 2.
It is.
All of them updated. They did Space Police 1 already.
Did Space Police 1.
And they've done a couple Blacktron.
Yeah, they're not doing a chrome gold classic space guy.
Yeah.
Although we did have a guy in the community that was chrome in parts, and I have a chrome Lego Spaceman somewhere in this room.
I have a figure with a chromed mustache.
A chromed mustache. That's cool. I ran across a chromed gold helmet. Right here, Jake. Jake just walked in the room. Hand me that. Pull that drawer out right there.
Someone sent me a whole bunch of random chromed stuff. From a fan
College
mail.
boys in the house.
College boys here. Oh, yep. I remember. Look. I got it. Hang on. Yeah, this is from I keep it in the bag of unreleased parts that Mark brought it back from Billund. Let me see. There he is. Check that out.
Ooh,
man.
that is sharp.
It's very shiny.
Wow, that's pretty. I want it now. I want one. Where do I buy this?
I don't know, but you can see it was a red before
They
he
chromed
spray
it.
painted it. Yeah. Oh, the head's glued on there, probably from the paint. Gosh, this is. I can't remember when I got this. This is probably 15 years old. But I've kept it in the bag there. But it's super shiny.
It's
pretty cool.
pristine.
It is. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Do y'all remember the railroad engineer that was like a superhero? Do you remember this?
I've got one of him around here somewhere.
I don't understand what the deal was. I need to put him all back together, and I've got the cape and everything. But this was a train guy, and he was a masked superhero train guy, apparently bare-chested with the train logo on his head. Do you remember that, Ben Winden? Do you remember him?
That must be a tattoo if he's bare chested.
Yeah, I got him somewhere too.
I don't
just
remember
don't make-
the story behind him.
They just don't make sexy minifigs like that anymore.
He was in the computer game. That's right.
And speaking of yellow minifigs, Captain Xavier, when you were first holding up the yellow dragon, I was going to say you just need a plain yellow minifig on top of them,
They're just all naked.
like a naked minifig. Yeah.
Or you have him. He's skinned. That's what's underneath is yellow, like regular. They pulled the skin off of him. All right, I'll show you this last. This is Sandlin brought this back. Let me zoom in on this. Hey, this is a non-produced Lego space helmet
Cool.
with a printed visor.
Cool.
This is, this is like Unitron age or whatever here, and super cool, man. I would have Jones for these so hard. These are so great.
Stanlin's probably sitting there with a drawer with 100 of them in there.
Yeah. Although I'm not sure why he has a fuel thing in his helmet, but that's okay.
He needs to be refueled, I guess. He's hanging.
Here you go. Here's one more unreleased computer printed tile or printed slope there, which they had room for, but they still didn't put all the letters in the keyboard. So, yeah.
Battery powered bricks says dark turquoise spaceman win. I'm right there with you. I am right there.
See, there you go. How cool would that be, right? And then they're on the secondary market, and for $20, you can then go get all your colors. But what would also be hilarious is every box had 15 purple spacemen, and it's just all purple spacemen, and that's what they release. Hey, you put this back up. Yeah, you can't have that many sensors. That's great. Oh gosh, it's 10 after. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We had great viewership today. So if you're in the chat and watching, do the likes and the subscribes and stuff like that. That would be great. It was great having people hang out. We definitely had a messy Monday because we didn't talk about it very much for very long. I hope that your experience with the Lego thing, you're scanning your instructions in, you're getting all your points. It's probably what Jake's going to do in his free time this week. He looked at me funny. So anyway, have a great day. I'm going to do a Whatnot again, so watch out for that. If you don't follow the Zoom 7 on Whatnot, you can come buy my bulk classic figs out and everything, just like my friend Old and Surly did and everything. Have a great night, everybody. Enjoy your Crabulons. Be kind to your neighbor. Be awesome and build awesome. Good night.